Good morning. Happy Monday morning. And today on Monday Momentum, we're going to talk about attracting the right customer. So if you're here, say hi. I would love to say hi to you, but I also want to know a couple things as we get started. Have you ever felt bad or embarrassed or less than because of your follower count? Be honest. I want you to tell me in the chat. I have, and we're gonna talk about it today. I have felt embarrassed or felt like I was lacking or felt like I wasn't as great as a business owner as someone else because of my follower count. So I want to know in the chat from you if you have felt that way. And we're going to talk about it today, and I'm going to help you understand that a little bit better. And it comes from this need to always well, they have 100,000 followers. Well, they have 500,000 followers. Well, they have 80,000 followers. And for me, it was these big businesses that I was around all the time. And I had 20,000 followers and I was always the smallest. And that may feel like a lot to some of you. And I'm not knocking that at all. But it was hard for me to be in rooms with these people that had hundreds of thousands of followers. And I'm like, yeah, I only have 20,000 followers. And I felt embarrassed by it. And I felt that I was less than for a long time. But I'm going to tell you that I now feel proud of that. I now feel proud that I have a multi-million-dollar subscription box with 20,000 followers. So we're going to talk about that today. I want you to feel proud of your follower count. We're going to talk about what it means to attract the right customers. I could have 600,000 followers and still have a $1 million business, but I only have 20,000 followers and still run a multi-million-dollar subscription box business. And I want to share with you why and how you should be proud of that. So we're going to talk about it today. Let me come over and say hi to everybody this morning. Jen's here. Good morning, Jen. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Teresa. Good morning, Antoinette. Good morning, everybody. Sarah's team's in the house this morning. Bobby's here. Hi, Barbie. Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Margie's here. Yeah, Teresa says, I felt that way. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Trisha. I sent out the text a little early, and then StreamYard did this wonky thing when it wouldn't let me set up a 9 a.m. stream. So then it says 9:05. I'm just throwing you all off track this morning. But I'm here, ready to go. So let's talk about it. So I'm proud of the fact that I have 20,000 followers because those are the right followers. Those are the buyers. They're the ones that are driving my business. I don't need the hundreds of thousands of followers. And I want you to understand that too. You don't need tens of hundreds of thousands of followers to have $1 million subscription box business. Okay. And I don't want you walking into a room feeling less than, but because you have 1,000 followers or 5,000 followers or 500 followers or 10,000 followers sitting next to someone that has 100,000 followers. Someone that has 10,000 followers can be making more revenue and have more profit than someone that has 100,000 followers. It is not a measuring stick of our business. Now, what it is sometimes is a measuring stick of how legit you are, right? And I think it kind of hurt me when I was getting my book deal. Like they're looking at my follower count and they're like, yeah, but you don't have very many followers. I'm like, I don't need very many followers. I have an amazing business. And so after a lot of back and forth conversation, that's what came about was my amazing book deal. But what I'm going to tell you is that it's all about having the right people, not a vanity number. Yes, more followers equals more eyeballs on your things. Yes, but it doesn't matter if those eyeballs don't even care about your things. It's actually going to hurt you to have a whole bunch of eyeballs on your Facebook or Instagram page that aren't your perfect person, that aren't your ideal customer, because they're not going to interact with you. And then the algorithm is going to push that down in their feeds, and it's not going to push it in front of new people because they're going to say this page is not interesting because she has all these followers and people aren't engaging. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. It can actually work against you. And so what we're going to do today, I'm going to go through and show you some of the ways that you can audit your social media to make sure that you're attracting the right person. When I see some posts, and let's just real talk today, because I'm just feeling like we need a real talk today. In LauncherBox, those of you that are inside LauncherBox, the community is amazing, but there will be a post every now and then that says, I've done everything that you told me to do. I've done everything I can. I launched my box and it's crickets. I sold 1, I sold 5, I sold nothing. And I think, okay, let me go look. And the very first thing that I do, I will click over and look at their social media accounts. I want to see what they're doing. If you're doing everything that I've told you to do, I want to see what went wrong, right? I want to try to figure out what happened. And there's always a couple things. 9 times out of 10, there is one time that I went and audited someone's social media account when they had a bad launch, and it was amazing. And I couldn't figure out what happened. But 9 times out of 10, I can see exactly what happened. Our messaging, our messaging is number 1. Number 2, we didn't spend enough time building the audience before we launched. And our messaging's all over the place. So I would love today, if you're brave enough to drop your Facebook page in the chat here, I would love to do some 5-minute audits on some social media accounts. And I'm going to show you what I look for when I go look at someone's social media account to see what may have happened during their launch. And then I'm going to give you this structure here. Pop the link in so I can just click it over and I don't have to search it. Pop your link in. I'll choose 2 or 3. We'll go look at them together. I see you guys telling me your pages. Pop your links. Grab the links. I want to look at it with you and I want to show you what I see, because here's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that we're too close to it. We're too close to it. We know exactly what we do and what we sell and who we're for, but when you're putting that out there in front of new people and they don't understand what you do and who you're for based on your social media, they're gone. You have 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to attract someone to your page. And if they can look at your page and in 7 seconds, they don't know what you do or who you for, you've lost them. Okay? So I'm going to help you. And I want you to jot what I'm looking at down. I've got a little, we can go through it at the end. I'll tell you what to look for. But I want to just look at, and this is whoever is brave enough to put your social media in here for everyone to watch. It is constructive criticism. Hear me say that. I'm only here to make you better, not to tear you down. Okay. So let's go look at it. So I'm just going to pick a random, okay, here we go. I don't know who this is because I don't see their face, but I'm going to grab this link. Hang on. Will it let me grab this link? No, let me type it in. I'm going to pull up my screen. Just 1 second. I thought I could just click links, but StreamYard does not want me to click links. So we'll just do old school way here. Let me share my screen so you guys can follow along. We're going to talk about just some very quick things. If I was going to just say like what we're doing, we're going to do a 5-minute audit, which means it's not going to be in depth. It's 5 minutes. I can see what you're doing. Okay. Whoever this is, take a deep breath. It's going to be a good thing. I want you to see what I see. It's helpful when you can see what I see. Okay. Joy is a journey. The first thing that I saw, let me take this off. The first thing that I see right here is 133 people. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me click on this. Okay, right here, 133 people. So if this person ran over and said, Sarah, I launched my box, I did everything you told me to do, and it was a flop, I would say, well, you don't have enough people. Okay. I just said followers don't matter, but followers do matter in a way that we got to have enough pool of people that our conversion rates will convert, right? So what is our conversion rates? 1 to 3%. Okay. So I know if I only have 133 people that see my offer, I'm only going to get 1 to 3 people to sign up for my box. So that's the first thing I want you to look at. We need to get that up a little higher to manage our expectations, to get in front of more people. Now I can see this cover photo. It might be a logo, but that cover photo doesn't tell me anything about this business. Okay. This is the first thing I want you to audit, your cover photo. I don't know anything about this business by this cover photo. When I see your cover photo, it should be clear on what you do. Picture says 1,000 words. This cover photo should be clear on what you do. So is it a box? Is it a box open? Is it, whatever? This photo should tell me about your business if I read nothing. So that is number 1, your cover photo. Okay. Let's go. Then I go over to the about section and I read, sometimes joy isn't automatic. Sometimes we have to look for intentionally. We all want the bubbly, joyful feeling all the time, but that isn't the way life happens. Let's connect, encourage, and come alongside one another in this journey to joy. Okay. I'm not quite sure still what we do here. What are you selling something? Is this a motivational page? I have an understanding that it's something that's going to bring joy, but I still don't know exactly what you do here. Okay. So let's keep going. The next thing that I look at so 3 things. Your cover photo. Does it tell about your business by just looking at the picture? Your about photo. Can I read it and understand what you do, what you sell? Not exactly. And then I'm going to look at the last 10 posts. Okay. So we're going to look at the last 10 posts, and there's going to say a lot about the last 10 posts. Okay. This is how I do a 5-minute audit. Are all these posts for the same person? Are there products featured in the post so I know what you sell? Are there quotes, stories, gifts, memes? And are all of these 10 posts that I'm about to look at for the same person? So that's what I'm also checking to see your frequency and consistency. Okay. So this is when I'm looking at your 10 posts. We're going to go through these 10. Left-handers day. If we looked at these 10 posts, can we tell what this business is? Here's the great thing. I'm just going to say this. We've got some engagement on this page for very little following. So I'm really proud of that. What I'm missing is what we're going to sell. So it's kind of clear to me that we haven't started to sell anything yet. We're just building our audience. That's totally fine. But I'm trying to figure out what would be in our box, because these kind of memes and quotes are all over the place. And I don't know that I'm attracting a certain person. So are all of these for a certain person? I see a couple cleaning and cluttering. I'm not sure. So who am I trying to attract here? Whose page is this? Can you talk to me about here we are. I love this picture of you, and I can tell it's already got lots of engagement on it. So that's great. But when you look at this, here's what I also know, that you're doing pretty great at posting. So I'm proud of you for that. You're being consistent. I'm seeing several times a day here. But I don't know who you're trying to attract, Brenda. Okay, Brenda, I don't know who you're trying to attract with these posts, because I don't know what your box is going to be about. You've got some engagement here, which is impressive for the amount of followers that you have, but I don't know who we're trying to attract. And if I'm not clear on what your page is and who it's for, your scroll stopping posts are not going to stop scrolls and attract the right person. So I think, Brenda, I know you're in Launch Your Box. I want you to do a post today, and let's brainstorm about who your box is for, what's going to be in it, and then let's talk about what we need to be posting to attract someone. Is it about decluttering? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. And I think that we could be a little bit more clear on that's the person. Like, is this like we're Marie Kondo kind of thing? That's the memes we should be posting, like little organizational tips we should be posting, if that's the vibe of this page. So I don't know, because I can't quite tell. So that's what we need to work on. All right. Do you understand where I'm going? Let's go check out somebody else's page. Okay. We're going to go over to this one next. Let me go find it. Thank you guys for being vulnerable. It's also, this was a brand new page, so I am grateful that we could see this. I want to see someone that's been in business for a while, that maybe does lots of things, because that messaging can get unclear too. All right, I found this page here. And I think we're kind of in the same situation with the low count. Let's go through this really quickly. Let me share my screen. And then I would love to find someone that's been in business for a little bit that's really struggling because they do different things. And I'm going to show you how that messaging can kind of mess things up too. Okay, so here we have Adorably Shabby, and our graphic is cut off. So that's kind of the first thing. Does your cover photo represent what you do? Can I look at your cover photo and know what you do, who you're for, and what you sell? No. It's cute, but no. Okay. So then we're going to go to the About section. I want all of you to do this today. Look at your cover photo, read your About section. If you set this up 5 years ago and haven't changed your About section, we need to update it. So the About section says all things subscription boxes. Okay, boom, she sells subscription boxes. I can tell that right here. Do you love small, local, and handmade businesses? I do too. This is your one-stop shop for all these things. You can get monthly subscriptions right to your door. This is better. This is better. Let's go check out our last 10 posts. So we got a video. Super proud that you've got a video right here. Okay, last 10 posts. Red flag. Red flag went up. Who sees the red flag? I wish I could put the red flag emoji in. Who sees the red flag? Our last post was July 31st. It's August 15th. Why did we stop? Why did we stop? So we haven't had any posts in 15 days. Red flag. We can't ghost our social media, especially for that amount of time. So let's take a look at prior to 15 days, what was going on. Red flag is shred. No, that wasn't the red flag. It was the fact that I don't see any posts for August. Okay. So let's keep looking. Y'all are funny about the shreds. Okay. So we've got a short video. Great. We've got another short video that's a little over a minute with her face. I love that. She's updating her cover page here. August boxes. Here's what's wrong with this post. You're asking me to sign up for your box, but I don't know what your box is. And I got to click through to figure that out. So if this was a post of a great looking box, or even the outside of a box or something like this, and I know this is a thumbnail, but just know that you can change this. So even when you put a link in here, you can click the X and take that thumbnail out and put a regular picture right on that post. Okay. You don't have to use the thumbnail that's in Shopify. Okay, so now I found out that it's an earring box. Okay, is it an earring box? My earring boxes are going to be amazing. Okay, earring box. I might have known that if I would have watched this short video. Yeah, because there's earrings over here. Okay, earring box. I like it. You've got some engagement, which is great. Again, this giveaway should show what you're giving away. The giveaway is only going to attract by this product that you have. So having what you're giving away on this image instead of a graphic is going to land so much better than just a graphic with text. Show me what I'm going to get. Make me excited. Give me some FOMO. There's a little behind the scenes sneak peek. These are great. Another picture of you, which I'm loving. There's engagement here for 113 followers. You've got engagement. I love the this and that. Okay, tees. Are these for your boxes? But do you just sell earrings? Or is it t-shirt and earrings? Or is it options? See where I'm confused? What would I get in that box? That's why having a box with what comes in it would be very, very helpful on this page and up in your cover photo. Okay. What I'm impressed about is both of these very small pages have engagement. We can't ghost people for 15 days. Okay. So we got it. You were doing great in July. Why did we stop? Why did we stop? Maybe something happened, and I get that. Like personal life comes in and something could have happened, but let's get back. Let's try the consistency. Schedule some stuff out so you're not tied to it every day. Okay, let's go find a more seasoned page. Let me look here. Darcy, let's go look at Darcy's page. I know she's a little bit more seasoned. I want to look at a little bit different page. So let's take this. And I see a couple more. I may come back and grab another one too. Let's see. Let me share my screen for you. What are we auditing? What are the 3 things that I'm looking at when I come and do a 5-minute audit on your page? Okay, let me find, here's your page. Okay, so this one, oh, look at this cover photo. What does she do? Greeting cards. Look at that cover photo. Do you see what I'm talking about? I instantly know that she sells greeting cards by her cover photo. Okay, let me take this down. Let's keep going. She's got almost 2,000 people. So this is a nicely established page. Let's look at her about section. We are an online greeting card shop. We offer a monthly subscription with beautiful cards and a surprise gift. We make it easy to send more snail mail. Very clear. She's an online greeting card shop. You don't have to wonder if she has a brick and mortar. She has a monthly subscription. So it's very clear what she does. Okay. Let's go look at her last 10 posts. Darcy, it's August 15th. We've skipped 3 days of posting. We've got to feed the algorithm. We have to feed the algorithm. Okay. schedule it. Just schedule it so you can take your time off. Okay, so we've got one tag product from their shop. Okay. Another tag product from their shop. Okay. There's Darcy. I love this. Probably would have used a different image. Darcy, I know that this is different. Nope, it's the same one. It's very timely, this is, because kids are going to school, kids are going to college, things like that. I would use, you have different copy here. I would have used a different image because people will be fatigued by certain images. You know what I would love to see from you, Darcy, is a little bit more storytelling. I see you. Like, what does that mean to you? I would love for you to tell a story in this copy of why this is a card you should send to someone and who would that be for. There's a short video. Okay. Gonna go live. There's another 11-minute video. Great. Pen. How can we make this picture more interesting? I think some cards down here with this pen laid on top of it. Like, this picture doesn't feel like it's a scroll stopper. It doesn't feel interesting. What can you do to make this pen feel interesting? Maybe it's on a notebook. Maybe it's just on a legal pad. Maybe it's a little bit in a different setting, a coffee mug with a notepad, and you've got your pen on here. How do we make this image more interesting so it will stop the scroll and I'll read it? Okay. And then I'll be like, oh, I want to get that. You know, the other thing I would like to see, I love your videos and I love that you're doing that. A little bit more of the memes, like, you know, you're a card person if you have 5 different stamps and 32 colored envelopes in your drawer right now, or you know you're a card person if you have folders full of cards that you've received somebody, you know you're a card lover if, like, I think you could do some of those types of posts here. But I also feel like we need to post more frequently. Okay. There's some days in here we're skipping. Some days we're doing 2 posts and then we're skipping a day. But I think that your frequency could be a little bit more and kind of change up. There's a lot of product posts. Add a couple of those kind of that people would share and engage with a little bit more. Okay. I think that's why the storytelling would be great in your copy here. And I think that some of those memes are like, you know, even being a pen hoarder or a paper hoarder or office supply junkie or whatever that is, like, they're going to relate to that. They're going to share that. People are going to see that. Those are posts that would gain some traction for new followers. But I love this, and this is what I want all of you to strive to be. Let's do one more. Let's do one more of a great, of a kind of a seasoned business, so that you can see a little bit more. Who else do I see in here that has a seasoned business? Hang on. There's so many of you guys just being brave and bold and throwing your page out there. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This one. I see Miss Tracy in here. Tracy, let's go check out her page. Tracy has over 1,000 subscribers. Tracy, how many subscribers do you have now? Very seasoned business owner and page, I'm sure. Miss Tracy creates. Let me find your page real quick, Tracy. Okay, here's what she has: more followers than me. And I'm not embarrassed by that. Okay. Remember, it's all relative. Let's go check out her page. 1,600. Okay, Tracy says she has about 1,600 subscribers. So this should be a great page for all of you that are just wanting to audit and look at what you're doing. Okay, so see her cover photo. Here's what I see. Projects, napkins, all kinds of fun little DIY. I even see her subscription right here. So I kind of know that she is a crafter and a DIY just from this. Okay. What I would love to see is maybe a little bit, Tracy, I'd love to see your subscription packaging in one of these, maybe these other spots where I know specifically that you have a subscription. So that that's up in here too. Let's go look at her about. I don't see, and I don't know if this is because you're a video creator account, if you don't have a description area. Tracy, that might be. I'm not seeing it, but it's fine. It might be because your page is a video creator. It might not give you a description. Go look. Oh, here it is. This is your intro. Owner of the Little Blue House, sharing creativity, inspiration, and encouragement every day. Can you add to this line? I would say every day, one subscription box at a time. I don't know if you can add this or if it's compacted to where it only gives you so many characters, but see if you could update this so that you can put your subscription box, that you have a subscription box and maybe even call it that. The other thing that I think about when I'm with you is you use the word napkinize. I feel like that needs to be in your intro as well. Napkinizing the world, one subscription box at a time, something like that. They're going to be like, oh, okay. So let's get down here to your last 10 posts. We're t-shirt twins in this post. So, okay, she's relating to being crafty. This is a cute post. Lots of engagement. Journaling, okay. Tracy, this is a big part of your business, right? The faith journaling. I don't see that up in your cover photo. Okay. Talking about our journaling. We've been pretty consistent with posting. Here's a short video. The Napkin Club. Yeah, if you are a craft lover, you are loving everything on this page. And I think you do a great job of sharing the different things that you do. Here's a live. Okay. Using StreamYard. That's so pretty. Here's your journaling. See how it goes from crafts to journaling and back and forth. So if you do two things like this, it's really for the same person. Just keep it consistent. Show both of them. Napkin Club. This is great. Yeah, I don't see journaling up here. Maybe I've missed it. Maybe we need to update this a little bit, Tracy, and get your journaling. And maybe you could even have like your Napkin Club, and it's like half journaling, half Napkin Club up here. I don't know how long you've had this up here if it's time to update it, but I would update this a little bit because I don't see any of the journaling, and there are lots of posts in your first 10 posts about the journaling. So that would be my suggestion for you. She's got a great amount of followers, lots of engagement. Here's the other thing I want you to look at. If you have a lot of followers and no engagement, you need to start engaging. She's got good engagement on every single post. So she's doing great with this. Keep engaging, okay? Keep engaging. See what gets most engagement, okay? Audit your page and see what's getting the most engagement and do more of that. That short video, tons of engagement. This live, 96 shares. 96 shares. More of that. More of that, please. So any of those things, you can see what's working. Keep doing more of that. Okay. So let's go through the audit, the little 5-minute audit. Okay. Number 1, your cover photo. It's the first thing that people see when they go to their page. It should tell people what you do without saying anything. And it doesn't need a ton of text on it. It doesn't need to be your logo. It needs to be what you do. Is it recognizable with what you do? Your about section, can that explain in a short 3 to 4 sentences what you do and who you're for? And then audit your last 10 posts. You're auditing them. 1, am I being consistent? We saw some inconsistencies. Can I be more consistent? Are all these posts for the same person? We didn't see one today, but I have seen a lot in the last, month or two. We would be talking about one thing and then talking about another thing and then talking about something completely different. And I didn't know if we're talking to the same person. Okay. It was very different people. It's not like with Tracy's page where she's talking to the crafter, but it's different types of crafts. That's different. This is like completely different people. Okay. So make sure we're talking to the same person. Make sure we're featuring products on our page. Even if we don't sell products, can we share some fun products? Like on the Joy page, I'm still not sure what we're selling over there. I'd love to know that. It might be in the comments, but there's so many comments, I haven't seen them. If it's a decluttering page and we're going to have some kind of, spark joy from Marie Kondo, I don't know if that's the page, but what are some of your things that you get at Walmart or Target or Amazon that you use around your house that declutter and bring joy? Share those if you're not selling products yet, if you're not selling your box yet. Okay. We have to be able to share something to know what's coming. Do the quotes, stories, gifts, memes, are they all for your person? They don't have to be exactly related to your box, but related to the person and that person's lifestyle. Okay. And is the person that we're trying to track in our last 10 posts the person that we would want to sell our subscription box to? So I want you to look at those last 10 posts on your pages today. Check your cover photo, check your about section, especially if you've been in business for a while and you haven't updated that. And let's go do a mini audit and let's make sure we're trying to attract the perfect person, our person. Okay. And remember, from one multi-million subscription box owner, you do not have to have hundreds of thousands of people following you. 20,000. And I had less than that when I hit my first million. Okay? Those are vanity numbers. We're trying to attract the right person, which are buyers, which are loyal, raving fans, not anyone that will click the like and follow button. We don't want those people following our pages. Okay? Go find your right person. Use the 5-minute audit. And I want to see your update. Show me a before and after. So if you're going to go update your cover page today, do it before, do an after, post them in Launch Your Box. If you're going to update anything, I want to see a before and after. I want to see what you're working with. All right. Thank you for joining me for Monday Momentum. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll be in the group this week for Q&A. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.